Welcome back. I am your silly hillbilly hobbyist, Jack, right here at Jack in the Box Models. Thanks for tuning into my videos. Thanks to all my new subscribers, old subscribers, and I'm slowly but surely making my way down the list and making contact with all my subscribers and checking out some of their channels and their content, and thanking them for subscribing to me. And when you subscribe to my channel, I subscribe to yours, and that's just how I roll. There has been some people that maybe 3 people I've contacted in the past that I really enjoyed their content and watched them for months, and they didn't respond to me for some reason. So oh well, it is what it is. But what you're looking at here is I've got me a new poster board back there specifically for my shop card collection. So far I have 2. I've got both of Frank Frizzo's up there, and I'm going to fill in that white area. It's outlined in like what's the word I'm looking for? It's supposed to look like wood, but it's not. Oh, sorry about that. I thought something was going on with my camera. Anyways, fake wood. We'll use redneck terms. But I want to see how quick I can fill that thing up. And when I get time, I know I've got to request the shop cards. And here's Lucy Lou, of course. But you know what, man? Since I've started this YouTube channel, I've been busier than a cat trying to cover up you know what on a wax floor. But I'm going to pan out here a second. No, not in, out. I know it'll go out further than that. What's going on? Maybe I got to do this. No. Okay. Well, okay, I had an issue with my camera, and I thought I was recording the whole time and didn't get anything. Okay, so I'm going to try to pick up where I left off. I did get a shop card in the mail today from one of my new friends. I think you'll recognize his calling card, Mr. Rick Zink, or Zinnick. I'm sorry, Rick, if I mispronounced that. You'll have to correct me the next time we're on a live stream. Skeletal Remains, Scale Auto Restoration. Man, look at them skeletons. Ain't that cool? One sitting here taking it easy and chugging it back, and the other 2s are busy getting her done. And I just noticed something while I was off camera. Oh, and thank you, Rick, for the kind words and that you put on the back of this for me, brother. I really appreciate that. But I just noticed something when I was off camera. Check out this stamp Rick put on here for me. That this is in the upper left hand corner Forever, upper right hand corner USA, lower right hand corner 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. Now how cool is that? Dodge Challenger stamp. Right on. Okay, I'm going to do a update, and if I can put this together right, I've got a couple of video shorts I'm going to put on the back of this thing, back of this segment, showing you what I do with my paint bottles and paint brushes and stuff like that. But I'm doing this 1/32 group build. Pretty much got the engine done on my 75 Nova. It's a police car, so I just went with a stock look, stock red Chevrolet engine with the silver transmission. And something I wanted to bring to your attention that I didn't get to earlier is look at those headers. See how it's got kind of a copper, I think it's almost got like a burnt look to them, burnt metal. And I was going for that. I thought, man, you know, I see these people, you know, doing all this work, you know, doing rusting and this and that and other, and having to do several steps and several applications. And I said, I wish I could just find a paint that I could just paint on there. It would have that look and I could move on. And so I found something that I think works for me. I found it at Walmart. It's metallic acrylic paint, Craft Essentials. And you know, it does have a metallic look, but it's kind of got that look I was going for, that kind of burnt metal look. You know, I ain't got to do any mixing unless I want to thin it down a little bit with some water, because it is acrylic. But outside of that, I mean, you know, I think it's just got that look, you know. My opinion. Went with the old Fram filter on this one, and there's a couple of pulleys in the front. I went ahead and went with the semi-gloss black with this bracket that runs literally through the engine, but I guess once it gets in the car, maybe it'll look a little bit more realistic. Here's my starter, and of course the axle runs through here once you get it installed in the car. There's that. I thought the plastic inside this kit, the seats and tubs and body and all that, well, it's designed not to be painted, so yeah, they're gonna make it a little extra shiny, but I decided to put some paint on this one. I went with a flat black down the middle between the seats, and then the seats semi-gloss black. It toned it down a little bit, kind of pretty much did what I wanted it to do. Get this back on my clamp. Started painting some on the tub. I've got pedals flat black going along the sides and door panels, and semi-gloss black. I'm going to do this back deck semi-gloss black. But I've got these little pin markers here that everybody gets in their kits, and I'm going to have to address those. And I'm going to have to order me a tea strainer and some I'm going to order me a bag of black and a bag of red flocking, because I want to do red in my IROC and I want to do black in this one. What else have I got? Speaking of IROC, I got this brake booster put together. I went with the gold thing back here, you know what it's called, and then here's the master cylinder right here. I'm going to have to drill in to these two sections to hook up my lines. And even though this lid was molded in black, it was scratched up pretty good, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and throw some semi-gloss paint on that and help cover up them scratches some. But I thought that was pretty sharp. Of course, this is where it gets glued onto the car, so I ain't much worried about that. You're not going to see it. It's going to go up against the firewall like that. And another thing, these are the wheels to my SWAT car, my 1/32 scale. I think they turned out pretty good. I initially was going to do these in bare metal foil. Didn't work. So I had to paint them silver. And then I did the little holes in flat black. I did flat black on this backing plate. And I wound up painting these, the edges of the tires. You know, where on rubber tires you sand them to get that realistic driven look. Well, it didn't work on the plastic, not the hard plastic. And I'll show you what I'm talking about if I can find the right tire. That's not it. Here it is. This tire here was my first tire I started working on, and I took an emery board to it. Y'all know what an emery board is, don't you? Okay. And yeah, I was getting that worn look, and it was wearing it all right, because it wore my treads plumb off the wheel, and I was like, oh man, I didn't want to do that. So that's when I decided to just take some flat black and paint these guys up where I would still have my tread in place. And I think that's looking pretty good. Oh, here's something else sitting over here to my right. Forgot about this. I did start bare metal foiling my front grille. Now, see this down here, this gray? That's what the whole grille looked like. That's what the back bumper looks like. So I did the grille in bare metal foil. I'm gonna come back and trim the headlights out, paint inside the headlight covers, if you will, a gray looking color about like this bumper. I don't know if this will pick it up or not, but in these older kits, I noticed in this one there's actually cracks in the plastic from age. I don't know if I can get that. I want to try to. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there is some cracking there. Yeah, see that? Right there. And there was a couple of divots on the top edge of this bumper. You can see I got some glue beaded up right here, and that's because of these two things that affixes it to the front of the car. There was these little divots right here, and I wanted to fill that in before I bare metal foil it. I got this one level and sanded down. I'm just waiting on this one to, I've got to come back and sand it in. Hopefully I won't have to fill it up no more with glue. I was just using some of that old Tester's glue to fill up them little divots and then let it dry and then sand it off. So that's where I'm at with that. I got a couple of shorts that I'm going to add at the end of this video. I'd like to thank all my subscribers, old and new. I'm about to run out of time, and I'm going to have to... Sorry about that, guys. I was watching my meter on my camera countdown. I was like, no, I've not said everything I need to say yet. But yeah, thanking all my subscribers, old and new. I found through the live stream, talking to Frank, he informed us that you can go to, what is it called again? It's something on your page, your studio, and you can go and see who all subscribe to you. And I'm going to reach out to each and every one of you. It's taken me a little time. I've contacted some of you guys, some of you I haven't yet, and if I've not subscribed to you yet, I surely will. And I'm going to throw this thing in here. Last but not least, this tape I was bragging about picking up at that last in that last segment that I recorded. I thought I could replace bare metal foil with this. It's too thick. It won't form around the parts like the foil does, unless you've got a project you're working on. It's as flat as this table right here. This ain't gonna help you. It won't replace the bare metal foil. So $2 lesson learned. And like I said, I've got a couple of more segments about my paint bottles and paint brushes I'm gonna throw on the end of this. And if I've got room, I'm gonna let Lucy Lou finish this up. Hope everybody has a safe and happy sprue year, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Go outside, baby. Go outside. Go outside in the cold. Oh, she wants to go outside in the cold. I gotta put her coat on. I'm gonna put a coat on with her, baby. Just go outside and go.